everybody, this is a Review Revolution, winding up the three-part Masters of the Universe Happy Meal figures, premiums. And of course, I had to end it with the big rivalry of He-Man and Skeletor. And along with them, their trusty mounts, Battle Cat and Panther. Again, these are actually really nice, really well done as well. They are very much in the 2002 storyline, which is not surprising. It's what it's based off of, and at the time it was the most modern thing. As such, of course, we get the more slenderish He-Man. Got kind of the devil may care kind of hairstyle. The emblem, which is just kind of an insult to the original. He comes with his power sword, which actually does pop onto his back with a little tab. Some people may think this looks like a little clunky, and it's true. The inside, where the little arms of the sword would have come out, are just kind of molded into the rest of it. But then again, the original sword, or the sword from the 2002 show, was a little clunky too. So I have no sympathy for it. I think it was a stupid idea. In the way of He-Man, he's got his boots. Not much color on the boots. That was something that might have been a little nice. The straps on his armor, actually, they're detailed fairly well. Overall, these figures do have quite a bit of detail. Orko notwithstanding, they actually have quite a bit of detail. They do have the articulation. Now, in He-Man, his shaggy shorts are just a very tough plastic, so there's not really much in the way of movement. On the arm, it does have a 360. Which got to be real careful with. The head also has a pivot, and so does the arm. Now, for He-Man as well as Skeletor, their action feature is just like the vintage He-Man figure. He has a power punch that goes his sword. But yeah, it's not anything too incredible. If anything, that's almost a nice little homage to the old vintage figure with the elastic snapping power punch move. That was the big selling action feature for the vintage. Skeletor. Now, Skeletor is probably my favorite next to Man-at-Arms. They're definitely a tie, because when you look at him, again, the detail that you get on his armor, all the way around, is just so well done. It's just really cool. I really say that you could put these on a shelf next to any of your other 3.5-inch figures, and no one would ever assume that these were actually from a fast food box. His Havoc staff, just like He-Man's sword, and I'm guessing it was Beastman's whip. It's a little sad looking. It could have been better, but I don't expect perfection across the board. It's actually pretty nice just to have them as they are. Just like He-Man, Skeletor has the articulation in the head and the arm, and you got to be real careful with these. It's pretty tight on the arms. I don't want to mess with it too much, but it is there. On the legs, now Skeletor does have a lot more range of movement in the legs than He-Man does. And he also has the snapping action feature. For the two cats, starting with Panther, actually pretty nice, a pretty nice mold. Not flocked or textured like the one from the vintage line was, but no mistaking it for who he is either. He's got the dark saddle, the gray saddle, with quite a bit of detail on it. The legs, this is something they didn't need to do. The legs are fully articulated, and you can actually get a nice kind of jumping pose out of him if you wanted. The head isn't articulated. That would have been nice if it would have had a bit of a twist on the head, but there is something on the tail. Now, Panther's action ability is really just this rocket launcher, which I would just soon leave off because I think he looks pretty awesome without it. It actually does fire, like so. So it's a much better spring-loaded feature than what Man at Arms came with. But still, overall, missile launchers overall I don't really care for them, especially when they're big and oversized like that. Skeletor does accord ride Panther and looks pretty intimidating doing it. Battle Cat. Now, here's another kudos I give. Battle Cat is not just a resculpt, or Panther is not just a resculpt of Battle Cat. The body sculpt itself, you can see actually there is fur lines on here, which I believe there's a little bit of the same, but there's some differences as well. On the hind legs, maybe the same. The front is a little bit different, looks like. The head, obviously different. Obviously different look. A joint on his jaw to make his jaw open would be good, or, again, articulation would have been nice too. He does also have a twist of the tail, and, of course, his forelegs come out also. To show off his feature, we'll put He-Man on Battle Cat. And the way this works is, with these oversized shielding guns, if you hit it, the armor pops off and He-Man falls off. So you can actually have the results of a battle with Skeletor firing a missile from Panther and knocking He-Man off his saddle. But again, looking good, riding on his cat. Skeletor looking pretty regal on his. Make these figures, the entire 8 that are in the line, really nifty, really great, really something that I think is probably the best that McDonald's has done. And if you get a chance, if you're on eBay, if you're a Masters of the Universe collector, you've got to get these for no other reason, just the novelty value of them. If you collect McDonald's premiums, there are people who collect the McDonald's toys. These are the ones that you'll probably be pretty proud to have because of the quality of them. But for me, I think they were just great figures. I think it was they were done really well. And when I saw them, I realized, you know what? They may be based off that 2002 series, but these are pretty cool. Let me go ahead and get them. So I'm going to find a spot and maybe put these next to my Marvel Universe 3.5-inch figures I'm collecting. And we'll see you guys next time. Rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution. Have a great day.